This weekend, the controversial funding bill allowing Milwaukee to raise the sales tax to avoid a financial crisis is headed to the governor's desk.
Lawmakers in the Senate and Assembly passing the sweeping shared revenue package on a bipartisan vote, part of a major agreement between the governor and Republican leaders that also includes more money for public schools and school choice.
The shared revenue bill passing 21-12 in the Senate and 68-26 in the Assembly. 12 Republicans in the legislature voted no, 19 Democrats voted yes, including State Representative Christine Sinicki from Milwaukee.
On the floor in there, you called this the toughest vote you've ever had to take here. That's a significant statement.
Yeah, it was a tough vote. I had to really compromise my values. If these were separate bills, I would not have voted for an increase in funding for voucher schools. I absolutely would not have voted on the DEI stuff. That, to me, is probably the worst thing in here, to put your racism in state statute. That's pretty low and pretty disgusting, if you ask me. And it just strips away a lot of the local control, a lot of the home rule that is afforded by our Constitution.
On the flip side,
we got $1 billion, or the governor got $1 billion for public education. Got money for mental health services in our schools. Those are two of the biggest things we have been asking for years, and there is no way we would ever gotten that through the budget process.
And the crisis that the city and county...
The fiscal cliff is real. I've lived in Milwaukee all my life, and I'll probably live in Milwaukee the rest of my life. And I want to live in a city that's thriving, not one that is tinkering on the edge of the fiscal cliff.
There was a lot of criticism both in the Senate and in the Assembly about all these Milwaukee provisions about the vouchers. How much is the governor to blame in this? I mean, he negotiated this deal, right?
The governor negotiated this deal, and I really believe this had to have been a tough decision for the governor. He is strongly pro-public education, and to give on something like this had to be difficult for him, but he was backed into a corner just like the rest of us. And if he wanted to make sure that we were helping Milwaukee survive, he had to do it.
In another turn, Representative Jesse Rodriguez from Oak Creek, the Republican, one of the bill's original authors, voted against the final version of the bill. You spent a lot of time, a lot of work on this bill. Was this tough for you to vote no ultimately in the end?
It was. I think we're doing this bill that we worked on with Representative Kurtz and Senator Filskowski is a months-long negotiating, getting a lot of groups together and finding a common solution for all of our communities. But from the beginning, I had told my colleagues and everyone that I wanted to make sure that we had a referendum in place. And initially we had it there. Unfortunately, there was a desire to, make some changes. Obviously, there was an agreement with the governor.
How tense were those conversations among your caucus once it got to the point realizing that the referendum may actually have to come out?
There was some consternation, but at the end, I think a lot of people see the value of this bill, and I think they wanted to support it to make sure that their communities would still get the funding that this bill is intending to do.
Despite objections from some Democrats, the governor calling the agreement a win for Wisconsin.
Up next, Juneteenth at the Capitol.